Okay, hold on.
See, that's the thing too, man. Is I feel like sometimes we're better off just like signing. Like, here I am.
Yeah, here I am.
You
Woo.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because every conversation we have is like almost worth recording. So,
Super cereal.
but that's why
I've
you're
been
the
saying that for
that's
years.
why you're the guest that keeps coming on. So, you know.
I just have fun. You're right.
Yeah, man. It's
I kind of do. I like that. Me and my. I was talking about it the other day, and we were talking about how it's like I do enjoy the thought that somebody else is listening to it and finds us somewhat interesting. That'd be
Yeah.
nice to know that we're not just blowing smoke up each other's asses this whole time about how fun we are actually to hang out with, right?
Yeah, that is true.
I hope we're
We're,
actually
we're
fun.
verified by a third party.
Yeah, right.
We just talked through the whole theme song again. We really got to stop
we
that.
gotta stop doing that.
So unprofessional.
I don't understand why we keep
All
doing
of
it.
all of our supporters are gonna back out if we
You
don't
got-
stop.
See, that's the thing too. Is you're not telling me when it's on. I don't hear it.
No, I used to count you down, but I mean, what's the point, really?
Yeah,
We're just
you're
gonna
to
sit
talk
here
to
and-
anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have my light set up, man. Thing.
That's
I
all right. You
usually
look
have-
fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Right.
So your kid tried to murder you in your sleep, but you foiled his plot. That's
didn't
what you're
really try to
saying.
murder right now, dude.
Joe, you don't know
yeah.
that. You
I
don't
don't.
know that he wasn't
You're
about
right.
to murder you.
Speaking
You
of
know?
murder, no. What I was talking about is he can now flick the light switch, dude. So I'm gonna apologize in advance because I'm gonna keep you on and I can feel it in my bones.
It's a good thing you're not in a meeting right now.
It would have been over. I would have been on my way home right now, dude.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm happy I didn't go to that just because of that storm, man. I would have been freaked out thinking about Lauren and Cam being home.
Yeah.
It did happen really quick. It was a really quick storm. I was driving through it.
Oh,
And it
by the
was
way, I
fucking
just want to
scary.
set it off. The topic for tonight is funny stories from our childhoods.
Oh, jeez.
And don't act like that's a
Alright.
surprise to you because we obviously planned this beforehand.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get into that in a minute.
We're gonna
Continue.
get into that in a minute.
There's a big, huge storm up in Connecticut where Joe lives, where
It's
I'm
pretty
from.
much. It's already clear skies. I'll actually. I'll post something. I wanted to post this. I actually took a really good picture and I wanted to put it on Instagram, so I'll make sure I put it up. And it was like after the storm. I always have these certain pictures that I take when we're from that back deck,
Mhm.
just because the view's really nice regularly. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And it was a really good picture after the storm, and I was like, hell yeah, that's cool. So I'll
My
put
dad sent
that
me a
up.
picture of the sky. It was like green and shit.
Bro, it was green. I got freaked out, dude, because I had to go to the store
Mhm.
and grab getting back to my story. I wanted a freaking a doorknob thing to stop Cameron from opening the door. What happened last night? I got to get to it. What happened last night was he woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm a real light sleeper, so I heard him flick his light switch. I was talking about how all of a sudden he's like turns two and it's like a light switch.
Yeah.
He did flick the light switch last night. I heard it in my sleep. I woke up and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, did I hear that? And I'm like, I think I heard that. And then I hear the door shut.
Mhm.
So when I hear the door shut, I'm like, oh my god, he opened his door. So now that's a problem, dude. You don't want a 2-year-old wandering around at night.
Right.
Like it's happened before, man. We're where's the kid? The kid fell asleep and moved somewhere. You know what I mean? Even when he is falling asleep in a living room and you go run into the other room or something, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Move some crap around, and all of a sudden you come back and he's on the floor, like hanging out. You know what I mean? Like they're quick. So he shuts the door, and when the door shuts, I get up because now I'm like, I don't want him wandering around. So as I walk out to the door, I open the door, and because he had flicked his light switch on and shut the door,
Yeah.
I see the silhouette of the door frame. The door frame. I'm half asleep, and I kind of just walk towards the door, and then all of a sudden I feel his head and hands right on me. So it really, really freaked me out, dude. I'm trying to whisper just because I know he's trying to go to sleep above me right now. So he freaks me out. Then I finally go. I lay down in the living room with him for a little bit. First we went right into his room. He just wasn't going down.
Mhm.
And then what happened, and the reason why I screwed up, because I must have fallen asleep, and because he freaked me out, I was on edge. So when I fell asleep, I clear as day, dude. I really do feel like I knew I heard somebody walking up my stairs. And I had the 2-bedroom open.
The fuck is this dog barking? I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
No, it's okay.
Gracie, Can you shut up, please? Please? Well, she's never a problem during this.
No, huh?
There's literally nothing happening. What are you doing? Whatever. Yeah, so you thought somebody was walking up the stairs.
Yeah, I thought somebody was walking up the stairs. Freaked me out, man. Really creeped me out.
What was it?
So it was nothing. Like, I got Lauren up. Whole house was up last night. So yeah. Needless to say, dude, he's been up. So I'm gonna be yawning quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best. I wear my nice shirt.
Yeah. Thank you. I asked Joe to get dressed up today, and he did.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I can't even tell you how much stuff I've painted with this shirt on. This is a good.
It's the good painting shirt.
It's a good painting shirt, dude. I can stretch. This is a shirt that I've had for a long time, especially a sweater, where it's like, that's how far the sleeve comes up on me, Jake. My arm stretched all the way out. Which for me, if anybody knows me,
very large man.
In real life, everything all the time, it'd be like this.
Yeah.
Like everything. But yeah, so I'm definitely tired.
Yeah.
I'm definitely very tired, but I'll be okay.
Well, it's all good. We're just
children.
gonna talk about things that we're very familiar with, stories we've probably told many times. So
okay, I think some of these stories are gonna catch some animosity from you for some shit that I've done.
I don't think so. I was just talking to Steve. We were playing again, extending the invitation. If anybody's interested in playing GTA 5 with us, shoot me an email, hit me up on Instagram, let me know. But yeah, so we were just playing GTA, and you weren't playing with us, obviously. But I was talking to him about how when we were younger, like, you've always had like 100 pounds on me. So when we were younger, you used to like literally just pick me up and toss me around like effortlessly, and I fucking hated it.
I fucking hated it.
It was the worst, dude. It was the worst. I could never do anything. Like, you always could just manhandle me and not. And I was the one that you would manhandle. You and Josh would like kind of team up and like tease me.
I don't remember.
It was before Josh and I, like, you know, when he and I were like really, yeah, when he and I were very like big brother, little brother, like, you know,
I remember, you know what? I remember
because I was a baby. I was like a whiny kid. You know what I mean? I was very emotional. Yeah. So, and Josh has never been emotional.
Well, I remember specifically not picking on you guys anymore. And I remember, well, I never really did it, but I remember I was fooling around with Josh, messing around, like going to wrestle with Josh, and he just stepped back and went, doof, right in my eye. Listen, dude, but I remember feeling his fist around my whole eye socket and being like, damn, his fist fit like it was like a perfect shot to my eye. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. And I really do remember that was probably around the time I stopped doing that.
That's funny. You're like, oh, they're getting a little bit older now. Maybe this could accidentally get a little too serious.
I remember.
Well, that was it. That was the moment. That was the moment it got a little too serious, I guess.
Well, you know what's funny too, dude, is I think about it too. Like, you know, an example from Cam, and I'm seeing it now from him, is that he runs up to you and their kids get so excited, man, they don't know what else to do. He swings on me even when he's not mad. And I remember you used to do that to me.
Just to get energy out.
Whatever it was, dude. But I remember we were in Cape Cod. We were in Cape Cod with Grandma and Grandpa and your mother. I think your mom took Jack and I. We were up there with you guys. And I remember you being so young doing that, and I was upset, and I was like, but he's being mean to me. Like, I just want to sit here right now. I remember saying that. I'm like, I just want to sit. No. Crazy, man. There's crazy amounts of stories. I'm trying to rack my brain right now.
Yeah.
You know? I think we've talked about it before. The wrestling game. I don't remember deleting your wrestling guy.
Oh, dude.
I don't remember.
Did I bring that up on here?
I think you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, Joe had a WWF wrestling video game for like PlayStation or something, and I made a
Nintendo 64.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
Yeah,
something
Nintendo
that I
64.
didn't have at the time. And it was a wrestling game, and it had a create a character thing, and I made a character. And I don't know if I spec'd it just right, because there's no way it could have been that good at the game, because I didn't even had it. You had
one
the game.
move I couldn't.
Yeah, there was like he had some overpowered move, and I just kept beating Joe.
It just kept
and
getting me with
he
the
got
same
so mad.
thing
And
over and
one day I came over, and the character was just deleted. And I
over.
don't remember a
It
conversation
was
about
only
it.
one move. It was only one move. I remember
I
it
can't
being
imagine that I knew more than one move. I was probably just button mashing,
no,
just
no, no.
over.
It was one spit. It was the Stone Cold Stunner you kept getting me with, and your guy had like an execution mask on. Remember?
I don't
Your guy
remember. I
had
remember
it.
he was called Quicksilver. I remember that.
It looked like a pillowcase on his head. It was like all squared off like an execution.
Oh
Like,
my god. Yeah, I
I
don't remember
remember it.
that.
I
That's
do
funny.
remember it. I don't remember deleting it maliciously, but probably because I did.
Yeah, you
Press
might
that.
have just done it like, you know what?
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna.
"Fuck this. We're
You
not-
might. You
yeah.
know what it might have been.
You know what it
You
was
might have
too?
been
Is
making a new
character
character. Yeah, you.
limited character space.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
that
Yeah,
was-
I think
you know what I mean? I probably
somebody
remember-
else might have come over, wanted to make a character, and you're like, yeah, whatever. I'll get rid of this one.
Yeah.
Two
no.
birds with one stone. Empty, free up a space, and don't have to deal with that anymore.
It doesn't matter. It was the only video game you ever beat me in, and I made sure you weren't going to do it again.
For sure. What do we remember? Dark Rift. We used to play Dark Rift.
Dark Rift was fun. That was
Oh, I hated it, dude. I remember specifically
my
walking
favorite
upstairs
game.
and asking my mom, Mom, Joey has this game called Dark Rift. Can we play it with him? And she's like, why are you asking me that? I'm like, because it's rated mature. And she's like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm like, yeah. And then we went down and you just beat us mercilessly in it. I remember
Just
there's
like-
you had a
just like real
character
life.
you had a character that had like a pike or a spear, and he would like impale you and then put it up like this, and the body would like slide backwards down it, and like that was his finishing move.
Dark Rift.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy, Jake. The amount I wish I had every video game I ever played, man.
I don't. Your
No?
memory of the games is better than the games, trust me.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I did this. We had this whole conversation.
Because you never play a game and you go, man, these graphics are not good. You're always like, wow, these are so great. Wow, I can't believe what they can accomplish now. And the next year you're like, holy shit.
I actually got my N64 back. I let somebody borrow it. It's probably I think it was Brian. I think Brian borrowed it. Don't guy me, guy grabbed it.
Don't guy me, guy.
Don't guy me, guy grabbed it. And he had it for a long time. All those games too, dude. All my games I had gone. I don't know what happened to it. He knows it. He didn't take good care of it at the time, so whatever. It is what it is. But I got it back, and I had Perfect Dark Zero.
Mm-hmm. That was a good game.
Perfect Dark was, N64 came out, dude. 007, GoldenEye was like the first really big shooter game.
I don't think Perfect Dark Zero was an N64 game.
Or
maybe the
Perfect
first
Dark.
Perfect Dark. Yeah, Perfect Dark Zero,
Perfect
I think,
Dark
was
on Xbox One or something like that. I remember
no. I
that.
think Perfect Dark, I think, was. I did not have an Xbox in my room. I remember playing the game in my bedroom. I think I had that game on PlayStation 2.
It's possible. I don't know. I had it on Xbox. I only played Xbox 2, so it had to be on Xbox for me.
Dude.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But so I threw that game in, and now with 007 being the good game, Perfect Dark was a bit after that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was mad fun to play back in the day, dude. Aztec, like all these different levels, dude. I know people might remember if they hear this, dude. I put it on, dude. I was pumped. I sat down and I was like, like this is unplayable. Not playing this.
Oh my god.
The graphics were that bad. You're right. So
Yeah.
going back, I don't wish I had them.
Perfect. No, you said Perfect Dark took place in like Aztec.
No. It's just one specific level.
Oh, okay. I think Perfect Dark Zero was like pretty consistently in like Japan or like some Asian, like a lot of levels were like Asian.
It's
Am I thinking of a different game? Perfect Dark's a shooter game, right?
It's a shooter game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The laptop gun and.
Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Do you remember that? Do you remember when you got your Xbox and we thought the logo in the top was a cup holder that we just couldn't figure out how to open?
Yeah. I remember that.
And then at one point you and I both kind of looked at each other and we were like,
No.
I don't think they'd put a cup holder on an electronic device, so it's probably not a cup holder.
It's not. It wasn't. Oh my God, you're right.
I mean, it was a perfect size.
It was a perfect size.
But the Xbox on the original Xbox, it had the logo, green logo, right in the center, and it was clearly a separate piece of plastic. And we were like, dude, it's gotta be. There's.
I got that. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It was just funny because we're like looking at it and like, how hard should we pry at this to try and get at this cup holder?
Bro, I think the night that I got that too was the day before Thanksgiving.
I think it was because I was there the next
You were
day too.
sleeping over.
And we spent.
over.
I think we were up late playing that shit.
We were up late playing that shit.
You remember the game? Do you remember the game it came with?
I don't remember, but I remember
Jet Set Radio Future, the rollerblading game.
The rollerblading with the spray paint,
With
dude,
the spray
grinding
paint.
past the things.
Yeah.
Dude, the night I got that Xbox, I was following Laura home, driving, like, I followed her in her car. Remember, she hit a fucking deer.
I don't remember that.
Night. She hit a deer that night where I was following her on Todd Road. I remember that. That was the night I got that Xbox.
Wow.
It's crazy. But, yeah, dude. Jet Set, dude. Josh was there, too.
Josh was there, too. Yeah, we all played. All three of us definitely played.
All three of us were playing that,
for
dude.
Sure.
And you would just grind around, right? Wasn't it just rail grinds and shit?
It was a lot of grinding. You like grind on like
Rails
telephone
and
rails,
walls.
telephone wires. You'd like wall ride a lot. And I think the point of that game was to like not touch the ground, if I'm not mistaken. And the music was dope. I don't remember any specifics, but I remember the music was like crazy.
Jet Set Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! What year did Jet Set Radio come out, dude?
Jet Set Radio Future 2000.
No, it had to be after. Well, yeah,
2002,
you know what? You're
maybe?
probably pretty solid right there.
Because you didn't get the Xbox right when it came out. First of all.
Jet Set Radio Future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it was called.
Xbox. Holy crap, dude. 2002 to North America on March 14th. Huh,
2002?
2002. Yep.
So you got it like 6
no.
months after it came out.
That was in Europe. February 25th it came out.
Okay.
It originally came out in Japan on the 22nd of February 2002. And that was the year I graduated high school.
That was a great game.
So I just graduated high school.
Wow.
Right? That seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
Look at I totally remembered this freaking cover, dude. That's cool, man.
Dope
That was
game.
cool. That was a pretty wild game.
Yeah, because the premise of the game was that you...
Jet Set Radio Future is a video game. Go ahead.
But there was something to do with like you were part of some sort of like
It was a game.
anarchist radio station.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you would like tag up the town because you were like an anarchist, and the police were like chasing you throughout the game. Like that was the game. It was like you were like an
Oh wow, dude! They actually got gameplay videos and stuff. That was an awesome. That's an awesome game. That was an awesome game.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of what other, because me and you did, but we've been playing video games together for a long time.
A long time, dude.
Very long time.
I mean, it's not a huge list of games we played together though, because
Nope.
when I was up in Connecticut, I mean, you and I talk more than we ever have, even when I was in Connecticut.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I don't think you and I have talked like 5 times a week.
We did for a while.
Well, that we'd go in and out of like hanging out
go
every
in and
week.
out,
Like I'd come
yeah.
over your house like every week for like a couple months, and then just stop for like 6 months, and then start up again.
Yeah, you're right. This is the most consistent we have
Mm-hmm.
been. Right? Yeah, I'm loving it, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, but I think so. As far as games we've played, I think it's only been like Call of Duty, Gauntlet.
Yeah, Gauntlet was a good one for us for a long time. That was a cool ass game, man.
I don't think there was much
Dark
else.
Legacy or no, I gotta be honest, man. I'm pissed that we didn't start playing this forever ago.
Dude, if you never say that again, it'll be too soon.
I know.
Every time I talk to you, you're like, man, I'm pissed we didn't start playing GTA sooner.
Yep.
It's okay, Joe. There's nothing we can do about it. We're doing it
What we can do
now.
about it. You know what's
By
funny
the way,
too,
though,
dude, is-
I have to say, I played earlier for a little bit, and the no double money,
sucks.
it's a little rough. Oh, and I don't think I have my 250 grand.
I didn't get
I have
paid.
to look. I don't know,
I
maybe
don't
just
think I got paid.
I'll have to look.
24-hour turnaround. Maybe they start it in Japan.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't know.
Makes sense. What if they got to come up with the money, dude? They got to cash a bunch of stuff in. They got to
Yeah.
go sell stuff to pay us. Like,
Yeah,
what?
right. Or they're
Give
waiting
us-
for some. They're waiting for people to buy a bunch of shark cards, and then they'll
Yeah,
make the
right.
payout.
I don't understand why. I don't know. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, it just popped into my head. One of the other things that you and I used to do together, or that you used to do, you had a big like Tupperware bin underneath your bed that was packed full of Lego guns that you made out of Legos and electrical tape, and
Duct tape.
you put a lot of effort into those. I remember being fascinated He made guns that had like no, the ones you made they had like slides that went in the back.
Those were the tranquilizer darts.
Yep, the trank
Those were
darts,
the
and you
tranq
had
darts.
ones that had like clips that went in and like
No, we had it was there were,
knives and
I have
shit.
them. I still have all of those, dude.
No way.
I swear to God, dude, they're in the closet right around the
That's
corner. Dude. I'm not even
awesome.
kidding you. They're not 10 feet away from me through fucking sheetrock. Yeah, I still have all of them. You know what pisses me off, dude? Sounds so crazy, dude. I remember being like 25 or 26, man,
Mhm.
and I was in my parents' basement. Or no. I was. My mom said, "Oh, here, I gave you. I found all of these. You have to take these." I'm like, "What?" And I look, and they're all the Lego guns just in a bag. They were just in a bag,
Hmm.
like sticking out like baguettes. And I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, because you remember how I had that case?
Dude, you had it like
Set up, I
padded
had
with
towels.
towels and shit, dude.
I
Yeah.
took I had old rocket engines, model rocket engines that I taped together, and I
Mhm.
took wire from when we were redoing my dad's basement when I was a
Oh
kid.
yeah, to make
Wires,
grenades and
put the
shit.
wires. I made
Like,
like time ones. I would do
dude.
different colors for different things.
And we would
Um,
run around your house. We'd run
mhm,
around your house chasing each other, pretending to shoot each other and stuff.
yep. I had. You know what's great, dude? Is I had dual 45s. I had two guns that were done up exactly like the way I wanted them, dude. And
Mhm.
now as a man, I have dueling 45s. It's like I honestly, dude, that's something crazy, dude. That I've been playing, I've been enjoying the idea of guns forever,
For a long time.
for a long,
I
long.
remember being frustrated too when I was younger because now I have small hands now.
Hmm.
Imagine how small my hands were when I was like 10.
Jake, those
Those
things still fit in my hands perfectly. I was like, wow,
Oh,
man,
so
that's
they're
crazy.
probably still too big for my
They're
hands. I remember being frustrated though. I'm like, damn
these
it,
are
this is
hands
so
that got
cool, but
gauge.
like why
Yep,
God, why?
that is funny. I actually I have one that Lou made.
Mhm.
I have one that Lou made. Because Lou made a bunch of those too, man. Lou made a whole bunch of those too with me. Me and him were doing it. We did it together. He actually had revolvers, bro. He figured out a way to make a hinge on one of his and had a revolver that released
Whoa.
dude. The
Oh,
cylinder
with
would,
like
yeah.
Technics and shit probably. Some
It was a
Technic
tech.
parts.
No, actually, I think it was a tire or a wheel
Oh.
well from.
Yeah.
No, it must have been a wheel well from a Technic. It had to be a Technic because it was those Technic rods.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yep,
awesome.
those were dope.
Oh, Legos.
You remember the old sniper rifle I had that I hid inside the blow up sword from the fair?
Oh, very vaguely.
That one
And I remember,
we
by the way, neither of our moms were super pumped about those guns.
my mom didn't mind it.
No?
No, my mom didn't mind it at all.
And maybe
I
it was just
remember
my
I
mom that was like super not pumped about
yeah,
that.
I can picture mom not being pumped about that.
Yeah.
Um,
She used to be
which
uptight
whatever.
about so much shit, dude.
She would, yo, hell yeah. Well, you're
She's
a
so
kid,
chill
dude.
now.
You're a kid, dude. I get
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, even as a person, she's
As
just like,
overall, yeah,
yeah,
she's
so
way more
chill.
chill, dude. Um, but yo, I remember my mom didn't really mind it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because I was always the good guy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I was always the good guy. I was never
Mm-hmm.
doing malicious, mean things.
That's
I
true.
wasn't shooting people for fun. There was always objectives.
Yeah.
There was always
Mm-hmm.
objectives. We played games.
Mm-hmm.
We always sat down and had a plan. This is what we're gonna do. I remember that,
I don't remember any of the specific like
bro. I
things.
remember so many specifics about running around over at the school because I lived next door to a school.
I don't think we went over to the school together. I think we really just played in the yard. That was something you maybe did
Usually.
with Lou and stuff.
Well, you know what? Probably because when you would come over, we would do sleepovers.
Mm-hmm.
When we got together, dude, we'd be sleeping over.
That's
doing
true.
sleepovers,
So it's
doing
nighttime a
stuff
lot.
at
Yeah.
night. Yeah, yeah. Um, no, but man, oh my God, some of the stories I had about Lou, crazy. Me and him, dude, that was our world over at the school because his mother was a teacher, so he was at
Mm.
school early in the morning, and I was at school early in the morning because I walked to school. It's the only person that walked to school. There's a couple other kids who got dropped off early and stuff, but
You just walk right through the woods, through the backyard.
I walked right there. It was great, man.
That is cool.
And I remember the reason why it was so easy for us to hang out is because my parents, when I was a kid, always said to me, "You can have any friend you want over as long as their parents are okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. You can have people over whenever you want. Any friend you want to have come over and hang out, we're totally fine with it." All the time. My parents have always been like that. And I want to
Yeah.
make sure I'm like that. For
Their
kids.
house, yeah, their house has always been like that. Anybody wants to come in, they
Mhm.
can come in, come hang
can
out,
come in.
whatever.
And his mom worked at the school. His mom was a teacher, so we would be in school together.
Mm-hmm.
and we'd be in the march around. His mom was a third grade teacher, and that was the year that we met. So we'd be in line getting marched around, and he would see his mom. He'd be like, "Ma, can I go over to Joe's tonight?" She's like, "Okay, Lou, just call me when blah blah blah." And it was, I remember so many times being in the hallway, seeing his mom walking her students one way, and us being in a line, and Lou going, "Can I go to Joe's tonight?" He was like, "Yeah," because she knew we were walking right there.
Yeah.
My parents were right there. They lived right up the road. Oh my God,
That's
so
cool.
many fun stories. All right, I'm trying to. I can't.
Do
really think.
do you remember trapping me in the bin that time with the pillows?
No, I told you you're gonna. I said that you were gonna say a bunch of shit that's gonna make me feel bad. I knew it.
That's okay. I mean, I was only
don't
horrified for
remember.
my life, but I mean, it was not a big deal. I
I
think you and Josh had the idea to. I think you convinced me. Like, you didn't force me. You were like, "Hey, see if you can fit in this bin, and it'll be fine because there's like pillows in there. It'll be comfortable." And so you like put like a couple pillows on the bottom. I climbed in. You put like one on top, and then you closed it. But then you sat on it. And I was like, "All right, I'm ready to get out now." And you were like, "I don't." I feel, my memory of it is like you just not even replying. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm ready to get out." And you like didn't let me out. And I was in there just long enough to be like, "Oh, this is how I die. I'm dead."
This is how I die.
Well, and it doesn't take long to have that thought when you're a kid.
I
And
wouldn't
you're
either,
like,
especially now. I'd be freaked out right away.
This is
you know
it.
what? What would happen now? I'd go, "I'm not getting in that fucking bin, bro."
Yeah, exactly. You guys like, no, just see if you
I'm not
fit.
getting
Let's
in
just
that
see if
bin,
you
bro.
fit.
Nah, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Either I will or I won't, and I don't care either way.
I don't need to know.
I don't need to know. It's not
Uh.
something that's not a question I need answered.
That's
I
funny.
don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Do you
Don't.
remember?
I'm not apologizing for not remembering. I'm apologizing for doing it if I did.
That's all right. I'm not looking for an apology. It's funny. I was telling somebody the other day about doing whirlpools in the pool.
Oh, my dad used to get so mad. Remember?
For no reason. Like, it would.
Because he thinks it's going to implode. That's why.
Dude, the
Because
best.
the sheer velocity of four 12-year-olds going in a circle in a 45-foot circular pool, dude, is going to obviously
spells
vortex
trouble.
it, create a
Yeah.
volcano.
Yeah, it's obviously gonna collapse into the center of the earth.
Oh, dude,
You know what? He was so worried about the lining getting ripped all the time.
So the lining.
And then it would, yeah. And you know what? It happened a couple times, but nobody
Exactly.
ever knew. Was it you? I don't think so. What about, was it you? I don't think I did it.
I didn't think I did it.
I think you
don't
did.
it.
I don't know.
think I
I don't
did it.
remember doing it. Yeah, but you don't realize that you're doing it. That's the problem. You can't be pushing off the sides of the pool. I don't know. Did you push off the sides of the pool? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I might have. I'm not sure. A lot goes on out here in the pool. I'm
You-
not.
You want to
Maybe you
hear a
did,
funny
maybe you
lining
didn't.
story with the freaking pool, dude?
Yeah.
You want to hear one? Dude, I get up, or I don't even get up. My mom shakes me awake one morning, Saturday morning, shakes me awake. You gotta get up. There's a hole in the pool. Your dad's down at blah blah blah. She's like, you gotta get in the pool and put this patch in there. And I'm like, bah, bah, bah. Like, I mean, she's like already sitting there with the patch. And the freaking, like, get up.
He's
right
out of the
now.
house for 20. He went down to Pat's IGA. You got to go out there now, patch it before he sees it.
So, dude, it wasn't anything like that. But she was like, you got to go in there. So, dude, of course, I jump right up. I've always gotten in any pool I ever get in, dude. Jump right in. I
Yeah.
don't care what. It's going to hit me no matter what the
Yeah.
temperature is, dude. I'm going to be like, oh, okay. I jump in the pool. It's freezing cold, dude. It was like not a good time of year either, dude.
Yeah, like
And
just.
it was, sure enough, dude, there was a hole, dude. I remember the hole being about that big.
Mhm.
Went underwater. And I put the patch on. I took my time with it, put the patch on. It's like, all right, sweet. I get out of the pool. Mom's like, oh, thank you so much. It stopped leaking. Take all my crap, or I get all warm, put all my stuff on, dude. Lay in bed, dude. My mom, as soon as my head hits the pillow, get out of the pool. The hole is bigger. Dude, it just went.
Oh shit.
So that happens, and I'm like, son of a bitch. We go outside, and then me and her just grabbed all the brick from around the pool, started deconstructing the trimming around the pool, dude, and brought it out, and just directed the water in a good direction. It was just like, well, we get it out.
Wow. Oh, it was like a hole that went outside.
Oh yeah. Well, no. What happens is, dude, is it goes underneath.
Oh,
the pool.
down.
It goes
Oh
down.
yeah.
It goes down. The water all
Because
wants
that
to
other
rush
rest,
out.
the rest is just structure, and
It's
then the
all just
liner
structure.
sits
The
inside
lining
it.
is what
Yeah.
does it. So that's the thing with a pool, man. When you're doing a pool, a lot of times you get the edging of like a webbing.
Yeah.
But this is air.
Right.
To the
Right.
pool. You know
Which
what
is
I'm
like a
saying?
perfect spot to puncture it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what it was. But when you come down and
And that's the spot where it's probably stretched the most too.
it's absolutely stretched
Mm-hmm.
the most because the water's pressing on it, pressing on it, pressing on it.
Right.
That's exactly what it was. You know, I wonder
Mm-hmm.
too, man, because I would think if you do get somebody that installs your pool and puts the liner down right, you'd be all right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you would
it's the
think.
biggest thing.
We had an in-ground pool at my mom's house, and
Yo,
that thing was great. We'd be jumping off the roof and shit,
yeah.
like 2 stories down into the pool. It was fucking awesome,
I
dude.
remember running past your mom's bedroom and jumping over the railing.
Oh, dude, when I figured out that I actually had the balls to do that, I was like, oh my god.
This is
I'm
on.
like, yeah, like running through the living room, just touching my hands on the railing and diving headfirst into the pool that was
Intense.
7.5 feet deep from
Yeah.
from 1 story up,
Yeah.
diving into the pool.
No. No, that thing was only 7 feet deep.
I think it was 8. We
That's
thought it was 10, and then we measured it.
Yeah.
That pool was 10 feet deep until we measured it. For years, we're like, yeah, it's 10 feet deep. Yeah, it's 10 feet deep. And then we measured it one day, and we... Sorry. Joe just blew a drink through his nose.
It's a Bloody Mary, a spicy Bloody Mary.
Sorry. You got a peppercorn in there?
Mm-hmm.
Play. Oh, somebody just popped down and just said play Fortnite, and then disappeared. Apparently,
It had to be Brett or Tyler.
no, it's somebody I don't know. We're not playing Fortnite. Not happening.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah. So the pool was 10 feet deep until we measured it.
And it's 8. No.
Yep. Now it's 8. I don't know what happened. It's kind of like it's like Schrodinger's cat. You don't know if the cat's alive or dead. You know.
Who? What?
The Schrodinger's cat. It's like you put a cat in a box with like some poison, and you just don't open the box. And it's like until you open the box and find out if the cat ate the poison and died, it's both alive and dead until you know. Our pool was. Just look it up. We'll talk about it another
You
time.
just went somewhere else, but no. Just kidding.
The pool was both 8 and 10 feet deep until we
Exactly.
measured it.
Yeah, exactly. I get it. I get what you're saying. That's dude. But diving over that railing, dude, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Remember my buddy fucking going off the roof on the skateboard? Remember that one week where I
dude.
just came over every day?
I have a video of Mike Duranis trying to go off the roof in a skateboard and botching it. And he
Do you really have that
I have a
video? That's right.
video of it. It's very poor quality because I think it was on like an old digital camera.
Yeah.
That like when digital cameras were like, yeah, it's 8 megapixels, and it takes video too, so we can put that on the sticker, but it's real bad.
Yeah.
And it's one of those videos.
Yeah. It's like playing Perfect Dark.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh yeah, I got a video of that, and you're like, who the fuck is it? Who's in this video? I can't even. But yeah, it's a video of him riding a skateboard on the roof, which was probably not a good idea. And then, well, by the way, how did Mike Duranis end up at our house without you?
He didn't. I was there.
You were?
Yeah,
Are
absolutely.
you sure?
I'm positive. Absolutely positive. I just brought it up.
Yeah, I guess you were. You're not in the video though. You're not in the video. You might have been down
Oh,
on
I
the
was
ground.
behind you. I was probably
Okay,
down
you're
on the
behind
ground
the
behind
camera.
you.
Gotcha.
Waiting to.
I'm
was
so glad
dumb
that he
wings.
didn't go down and smash his head or something.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. He was one to do that too. He was one to fall and get fucked up.
Yeah. So we're getting some listener feedback right now.
What do we
First,
got?
it was play Fortnite. That's not going to
No.
happen. Next, he says, you know what else is 10 feet deep? Probably a lot of things. And
Lots of
then,
things.
this is boring talk about cool stuff. Open a suggestion if you
feedback.
got anything. We're not going to play Fortnite though because that's not what
Not a
we're.
fan.
No, I don't like it, and it's not what we're doing. But yeah, if you got any suggestions for what you'd like to hear us talk about, let us know, and we may or may not talk about it. But anyway, one of the stories that came to my mind. I don't know if it's not exactly a story, but it's a thing that me and Josh used to do when we were younger. We used to take like rocks that we found in the yard. We used to like just fuck with everything around our house. And we used to take rocks. He used to talk about Fortnite. Okay.
What did he say? Talk about Fortnite?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll
Maybe.
talk about Fortnite real
Okay. I
quick.
think I like your sense of humor, guy.
Fortnite, Fortnite, they actually did a study about how Fortnite uses specific colors and geometric shapes that trigger addiction in our minds.
Really?
Yeah. They actually did a
Like
study
what?
on it and why the game was being able to explode the way it has so much because it's a fun, easy game, but it also does something to our brains that actually like
You
trigger the
think that
same
was
kinds
on?
of
You
things.
think that was
Addiction.
on purpose, or do you think it was just a happy coincidence for the game creators?
I think it was 100% on purpose.
Yeah, because the whole thing about Fortnite was like PUBG was like the game, and
The
then out of
game, and
nowhere
then they
somebody
just did
copied
this
it
other one
with
that
like
has
different
very simple,
graphical
yeah,
stuff, and that one just rocketed.
it
Like,
just rocketed.
yeah,
Exactly. Yep.
interesting.
It's pretty neat. It is pretty nifty. Pretty nifty.
Supreme, do you
Idea.
have any insight into that?
Yeah. The premise of the game is decent. It's just not my style. I don't like people tell I have mixed things from multiple
Hey,
people.
he said that's actually a cool fact. I like you guys. Cool. We
Yeah,
won him.
it
We
is a
won him
cool
over.
fact.
All
It
right.
is. Um
But yeah, so
so if the I don't I've heard it from a lot of different people and maybe he can tell me this because I can't kind of solid answer from a majority of people that I talk to and multiple people are giving me different aspects.
people who play the game.
Yeah, it's my understanding that there's no specific skill tree.
No, there's not.
There's no skill tree. I don't like
No.
that in a game.
Yeah,
There's no
well,
weapon
that's the thing
upgrading.
about the game that makes it approachable to anyone is like everybody lands on the map. All the things that you pay for in that game are just
Suits.
aesthetic. They're just aesthetic things.
Aesthetics. Exactly.
And
So,
you really just have to play the game and learn how to play it to get better. And yeah, you don't really get rewarded for that other than being more likely to kill somebody else because you're just, you know. But for the most part, it's a standard shooter game. You just have to kind of know. And the weapons spawn randomly every time you're in it. They're in the same spots, but it's a different weapon. And then
It's a different weapon
but there are
all the
different
time.
tiers of weapons and types of weapons, like all your standard rocket launcher, machine gun, sniper rifle, all that kind of shit. The thing that I can't wrap my head around all the times I've tried to play that game is it's not in my instinct to like build stuff, and I know that's like a huge part of the game to like build stuff to like get vantage points or to protect yourself. This does require skill building, shooting, and winning. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but the point what we're saying is not you're not rewarded. Like you don't have like
for the
XP,
quality of your skill.
yeah,
That.
like and you do gain XP by winning and stuff, but it only allows you to unlock like more aesthetic things. Like you don't really.
Right.
You don't, yeah, you're not gonna like
Which
be able to
me,
jump
it's just-
higher
yeah, it's
or
just
like.
not, I just to aspire for a nice green jacket. I just don't foresee myself doing. I like.
You know what I
games that-
think the thing about the free, at least the free part of Fortnite, where Battle Royale, where it's everybody, like, it's so hard to win. So it's like it's like this coveted thing where like it's so hard to win that game, but somebody will do it, and you're like, you know what, this could be the time.
It could be the time. That
It
I
could
win.
be the time. It's almost like like a lottery. Like this could be the time that the guys I'm matched up against, I'm better than them just enough to win the game, or I could get lucky or whatever. And being 1 in 100 people that actually wins the game, I imagine feels pretty great because I was like number 5 one time, and that was
great.
like, oh cool, like that's neat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to actually win it, I imagine feels really cool when you drop and
Yeah.
it's like you're watching it and you're like, whoa, there's already only 88 people left and it's only 2 minutes have gone by. And like, oh shit, there's only 20 people. Oh fuck, there's only 8 dudes and I don't see any of them. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh fuck, it's me and 2 other people and I have no fucking idea where they are. And it gets so intense, dude. It gets really, really intense. And then
See, I don't think I would. Yeah, go ahead.
and then you either find the person and kill them or they fucking
They
kill
find
you. And
and
like
kill you. Yeah, I don't.
it just gradually like gets more intense
is-
and then you start over.
Yeah, this is the thing too now with me in that game. I tried it when it first came out, when
Mhm.
people were like starting to get on it and everything like that. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
not for
enjoy it.
everybody.
It's not.
It's
my
for
thing.
most people apparently, but it's not
Yeah,
for everybody.
most people. Yeah, I don't know.
Every time I
There's
log on
no-
to
it doesn't-
Xbox, I only at the most I'll have 8 people, 8 friends that are on. I don't have a
And
huge
5
friends list.
yeah,
At
5
least
of them are
at least
playing.
2 of them are playing Fortnite all the time. Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Interesting.
it's not my. I mean, once in a while I'll play it. If somebody was like, "Hey, we're playing Fortnite," I'm like, "I feel like playing a game. I'll hop on." I don't dislike it, but I never go like, "Oh, I want to play some Fortnite."
I'm gonna get some Fortnite on.
Yeah, I like GTA. Like, I think that game's gonna hold us over for a really long time because it's just so diverse.
Because of the amount of stuff you can do.
Yeah, it's so diverse.
And it's surprising too because I actually did really like a lot of monotonous games. Monotony in a video game is not something that bothers me. But
Yeah.
the thing is that I always was able to create. My guy got stronger. My abilities
Yeah,
were more
that's
honed in.
really rewarding in itself because it's like you ever with Fortnite, it's like every time you come back to the game, it's the same thing
Baseline,
and
your
you get
baseline.
better at it. But with with a lot of other games that have skill building and shit, it's almost like maybe Fortnite is the way that they do it is that's why it's so approachable because like really like you could play Fortnite, not touch it for 6 months and come back to
Okay.
it and you didn't miss anything, you know what I mean, like there's nothing you have to like catch up on, there's not, you know what I mean, you don't have to like
True.
remember how to use your skills, it's just boom, it just is what it is. Whereas like if I'm playing, dude, if I didn't play Zelda for like a couple months and I went back to it and I'm like,
I got to start this
what
over
the
again.
fuck, where am I, what was I doing,
What
you know what I
weapons
mean?
was I using? What
Yeah.
was my skill tree set up for? Was I set for the right weapons? You start.
Yeah, what are the
That's what
like
happens a lot of times too. Yeah,
what
you
do the
play a
buttons
video game.
do? Like,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, right. I don't even
I
know
don't
what. I don't even know why I'm breaking these clay pots.
know. Well, it's crazy because the switch, the A button is where the B button is on Xbox, and I go back and forth between them, so I have to like remember to not hit the wrong button all the time. I hit
Yeah,
the wrong button constantly on Xbox, and I've had Xbox forever,
yeah.
and maybe I'm
Yeah.
just retarded, but
See, even if I'm playing a computer game, man, if I got it, like I had Just Cause 2
yeah.
on my computer, and I was playing that. I use an Xbox controller.
Hmm.
PC gaming's fun. I miss PC gaming.
You could be more accurate with a mouse. I think that's the thing. It's easier to aim and stuff. Like if they were to do cross-platform, like anything between a console and a PC, that was a shooter, the console people would not be able to compete at all, because it's just so
Yeah,
much harder to aim with a stick than it is with the mouse.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because you're using just your thumb to control it. With a mouse, dude, you can incorporate so many more muscles to be so more precise.
Yeah, you're right. That is
You
a
know.
really good point. Yeah, yeah.
Plus, if you have a good mouse that has like really nice Teflon on the bottom on a good pad, you can move it very small amounts or control it. You know what I mean? It's a huge
As you're saying
advantage.
that, I'm moving my mouse like off to the corner of the screen, like I'm going to X out the program, and then just zooming it right to the middle of your forehead. Yeah.
But yeah, so what I was saying before was that me and Josh, what we used to do was and once I never mind. We'll talk about that off air.
Wow.
I was just gonna is a follow up thing to this.
Okay.
What we used to do was we used to take rocks, different colored rocks, different textured rocks, and smash them up into like powders, and we would make little tiny baggies to put these powders in, and then we would try to sell them to people.
No way.
I swear to God, dude, we were probably like 10 and 8 years old, maybe younger, had to be younger. And we're like, oh, this is like a clear rock, and if I smash it up, it makes like a white powder. And this brown rock, I smash it up, it makes like a tan powder. And like I remember us having like a piece of cardboard, and we would take like a regular Ziploc bag, but we would cut just below like a strip, just under like a little bit under the zip, and then tape it up and cut it into smaller bags and tape up the sides. So we would make literally like a dime bag, but we didn't know that dime bags existed.
Existed. No way.
And so we made dime bags, and then we'd crush up different colored rocks and put them in there and be like, oh, this one would be like 10 cents, it'd be like 5 cents. And I'm sure that we went to some of our neighbors and tried to like, look at this cool thing. You want to give us a little bit of money? And I'm sure, like, I can only imagine them looking at us and going, what is it you think that you're doing right now? Do you have any idea
what it looks like?
what this appears to be? But they never said anything. Like, nobody ever said anything like that. So, like, maybe you guys shouldn't do that. Maybe you shouldn't, like...
But think about what at the time, dude, when you guys were 10,
Yeah.
that's when your mom had Little Shop of Miracles.
Yeah, true.
Think about the type of stuff that your mom probably had in the house, too. Your influences at that point from your mother with stuff.
There's, like, a lot of rocks and minerals and stuff.
Rocks
yeah.
and minerals and all that type of stuff. So you guys were just like, hey, wait a minute. Mom's making money like this. What's up? We're cute. We could do this. We got little hands. We can make a little baggies.
I can sell rocks. Dude, you know what else we used to do all the time?
I sell rocks.
I remember when Wayne came into the picture, He's a hunting
Fisher cat.
huntsman and fisherman.
He's a hunting fisher cat.
Yes. Uh, and so all of a sudden there's like fillet knives in the house. And one Christmas he gave me and Josh fillet knives.
Yeah.
And I was like maybe 12 and he was like maybe 10. And so we would take these fillet knives and go out into the woods and just swing them and just chop shit. Like machetes, dude. It's amazing neither of us is dead or maimed from that, dude. We were just, dude, did I get the shit to come out of your nose again?
No, dude, but it was close because I'm just thinking about it like I know, dude. Wade he probably gave you guys nice fillet knives.
They were sharp,
have
dude.
Now, bro.
Yeah. They had like a
100%.
plastic case that they slid and clipped into. Like they were
You
legit.
never needed another fillet knife.
Probably not, dude. And we went out into the woods and just hacked shit. You know what we would hack with them is what is that shit that looks like bamboo that grows up there, but it's not bamboo. It's like very thin and I don't know what it's called.
I just cut up so much of that.
Yeah. It's like all watery and like
Bro, it came back so fast in such more high multitude, dude. And there's so much. I was just like, what?
I never looked into what it is. We called it bamboo, but it's not bamboo.
It's very invasive, dude.
It's structured exactly like bamboo, but yeah.
Just like it. The same
my point
kind of,
is,
yeah.
I don't know how we ever got away with it. It'd be like my mom would like go in the shower and we're like, let's go, and we'd grab them and run outside, like, or we would just say we're going in the woods, and like that's what we did.
Yeah.
And we would
hide the thing in your boot.
yeah, we'd like go and grab the fillet knives and like bring them with us outside, and then just go nuts.
And bamboo is not considered an invasive plant in Connecticut.
It's not bamboo.
However, there have been
not
many questions
bamboo.
about bamboo control and bamboo laws. Oh no,
It's not bamboo.
It's not.
No.
Running bamboo.
Real bamboo grows down here, in like giant patches, dude. It's insane. It grows
That's gonna
like
be awesome.
It's so cool, man. It's so cool. It's really, really neat. There's like patches of it all over the place, like real bamboo.
Yeah, no, this is called running bamboo.
Oh, okay. It grows maybe faster. Bamboo grows really fast. I think that stuff grows even faster.
Yeah, it's wild too.
And yeah, and it's like full of water and like.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what I'm looking at. No,
we're definitely talking about the same thing. I just have no clue what it's called.
This shit right here.
This shit right here.
Species, Greenland, Japanese knotweed or Mexican bamboo. It's Japanese knotweed. That's what it's called. This is exactly what we're looking at.
Not with a K?
Yeah.
Knot?
K-O-N-O. Yeah. Japanese knotweed or Mexican bamboo. Not actually bamboo. Where did it come from? Also originated in Japan. This was brought over sometime in the late 1800s and was used as erosion control due to its rapid growth and overall resilience. Since then, it has been spread all through U.S. and become one of the world's most invasive species.
Wow.
How to identify its name is misleading. It's not actually bamboo, but it looks a lot like bamboo so much that people have been starting to call it American bamboo. Other names include fleece flower, Himalayan fleece vine, monkey weed. And that's great. That's what it's going to be called. Monkey fungus. I'm going to call it monkey fungus, Hancock's curse, elephant ears, pea shooters, and donkey rhubarb.
Pea shooter. Yeah, because if you leave it and it dies and dries, it actually gets kind of sturdy. Like the tubular, part of it.
Yeah, the only way, the most effective thing to do is to use a backhoe. Seriously,
not
weed.
Dig up the roots.
Has a large underground network of roots. It is very quickly grows out everything around it. If you want it gone, you'll need to dig it out, all of it.
Wow.
It's got to be it's gonna be expensive, but it's the best way to make sure it's gone.
And the seeds are like little flat, like little lighter than air things that just blow all around.
Wow, dude, it says if you just have a little, you actually have a lot, and it's trying to trick you. You just can't see it.
It's
start digging.
Wow.
It says start digging. So there you go. Knotweed, monkey fungus.
Interesting.
And Himalayan fleece vine. It's not that crazy looking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind growing some real bamboo if it would actually.
I don't know if you can grow it up there. Can you?
I don't think I can. No.
It's not warm enough.
It's not warm enough all the time. It's not year-round warmth.
Yeah, it grows really well here.
But yeah, I got a ton of it. I don't know why we started talking about that.
Because I said that me and Josh used to go hack it up with the fillet knives.
Gotcha.
That's
right.
Oh, that dude
I
followed
remember.
me. Dude followed me on Twitch.
Nice.
Cool.
You remember all the swords and stuff that I have, my huge collection?
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of the first ones I ever had. I let a friend of mine. He was like, "Dude, can I go swing this thing?" It was like one of those nights where it's like we really first started drinking and stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, dude, go ahead, whatever." But it was like still late enough where I was like, "I'm going to bed anyway." And I remember starting to doze off watching TV, but I woke up because I heard the door open,
Uh-huh.
and like out of the corner, I just see like the door and his hand like reach in with the sword, put it down, he left. And I got up the next morning, the sword was shot, dude. It was a
Oh
blade and
no.
tang, so it had the tang in it.
Oh
For anybody
shit.
who doesn't know what that is, it's basically like you have your whole blade, and then in the handle and the hilt, there's
Is
like a
is a
tang that
continuation
comes
of the
out,
blade.
and then the handle goes on it,
Right.
and then
Right.
your entire blade. That's what a blade and tang
More of a
is. It was
sturdy.
just
Yeah.
shot. He broke it.
He broke it.
Oh yeah, he broke it. Broke the tang.
Oh, was he just hacking
Mhm.
into trees with it?
He had to have been.
Yeah.
Didn't even try to clean it. Whatever. It was not a sword like that. It was a broadsword. It was not made for that. It was
Oh, okay.
totally a decorative piece. I didn't care. I fixed it. It's fine. Um, but yeah, that's one of my sword stories. I've chopped up a lot of shit.
Yeah, you sure have.
Hmm. I've got a lot of different swords. I remember we were using one sword I bought $30, dude. I went to some Renaissance fair kind of thing,
Yeah.
and I bought this sword. And it's a dope. Oh god, I want to say it's like a scimitar. It's kind of like a scimitar,
Okay.
long handle,
Yep.
and the blade comes out like a
And like
butcher's
gets
block.
wider. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool sword, dude. We were swinging this thing around, dude. My boy Jim cut his bed apart. I mean, his headboard, dude. He sliced like chunks of his headboard out, like, dude. We
Yo,
were,
have you seen those knife competitions where people make the knives and
yeah, sitting there like
they ship the thing and then like the
the
wheel,
the straw.
yeah, they split a straw and then like they pull a thing and a little ball rolls by and like a little key lime rolls by and they fucking hack it
Jack
and
had
then they
it,
like
yeah.
swing at a rope and then there's
Yep.
like a 2x4 and they're like gah.
They chop the 2x4 down, and then they got to do the long bottle.
Well, it's like
swipe.
they do what it is like they go through like 5 or 6 different tasks and then they do them all again in reverse. So it like the tasks they have to do hit a point and then they do they do them back the other way and you can tell that they're like using a different part of the knife, like a different like they'll use it close to the hilt of the knife to do the hacking with, and then when they're like cutting the straw they use like the end of it so the part that they're dulling out doesn't
Doesn't
prohibit
affect
the
the contrasting competition parts.
dude,
That is
so
really dope.
crazy.
I got to be honest, man. That's one of the things that I in a lot of ways, dude. Because I put a lot of money into my sword collections and stuff like that, and all the different knives and pocket knives, and just I have a lot of different blades, throwing knives, throwing axes, tomahawks, and I got tons of shit, dude. And as my collection started growing, I was buying more quality pieces.
Yeah.
Consistently buying things that were more, and I started really paying attention to what kind of things I want to look for, and blah blah blah. You know what though? I'm sitting here saying that I don't do it. No, dude, I just spend more money on it when I do now. I don't buy it as often because I'm
Yeah.
not buying cheap shit.
You got in the Bud K catalog. You see the shit that has the star that says combat ready.
Well, dude, that's what. Well,
That's the
where
only
one-
stuff you
that's
want to
where I
really buy.
started- Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually where I started doing my collection. But that was one of the things that taught me what knives. I know exactly what not to buy in that fucking
Yeah.
catalog.
Yeah.
I can look at stuff, do the
Well, then-
measurements on things, look
Yeah.
at it, and say, no, dude, this is junk. This is garbage.
Mhm.
This is not something I would swing at something. And then there's also pieces. That
Yeah,
I
like
find-
you're not gonna get like the Lord of the Rings recreation sword and then like expect it to be something you
a
can
weapon
go
that
cut
they
down
could
a tree
use in
with. Yeah.
Mordor.
Right.
no,
Yeah. It's a showpiece for your
It's a showpiece.
it's
Yeah.
for your Frodo shrine.
Yeah. I got one of them right over here. I got one sitting right now. Literally have one sitting an arm length away from me.
I have a samurai sword. Jessica's brother gave me one for I think Christmas one year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. For what I know, it seems pretty decent. I keep
Is it full tang?
keep it by the bed. I believe it is.
It's a full tang, full blade.
I don't know. Would you be able
Or-
to tell if I showed it to you right now?
Yeah, if you grab it,
I'll go grab
you
it.
show me the handle of it.
Hey, give me 1 second.
All right, cool. I'll grab something right now too. Oh, I'm right here. Just moving some stuff. I got a real cheap piece of crap I can show you. It's not like horribly cheap piece of crap, but it's decent. It's fun. It's novelty crap. But the freaking look at the case for it. It's the size of my head. Isn't that crazy? Real leather case. It's pretty fun. That one's fun. Right? That one's pretty cool, isn't it? I enjoy it. I put this on there myself. A little medical green medical tape wrap. But it's a pretty solid looking thing.
The
It's
mic
really
just
not
fell out
that
of
thick.
the fucking thing.
It'll probably break down very easily. The handle is
Piece of
shit. And the angle that you hold it is crap. But let me see the I want to see this. Let's see what Jake's pulling out right now. All mine are in my safes. I don't have them anywhere
Anyway,
here
so yeah,
available.
so here's the sword. This is it right here.
You're an asshole. That's what's funny, dude, is that actually matches that. That's cool, dude. I'm happy you still have that.
Yeah, of course I have it. Keep it right under the bed.
That's a decent knife. That's a
guess I need to
decent
stab
knife.
an
That's a full
intruder.
tang. You see how that looks?
Fuck yeah, it is, dude.
That's a full tang.
You
Yeah.
can. It's actually like not even shaved down into the handle all the way.
You know,
It has like a.
it's good for grip. That's a skinner knife.
It sure is. Oh, that's
good knife.
actually pretty dirty. Like I've used it. Oh, I think the only thing I've ever used this for is to like sharpen sticks for s'mores.
Nice.
I really do have
That's
a samurai sword though. Hold on.
Oh, that already looks legit. It's cool. It's in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good step one. You can tell by the handle.
If I could fucking untie this.
The handle's always what you want to look at.
I don't even remember what it looks like. I haven't taken it out of here in probably
That's not good.
a year.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Probably needs to be oiled. You know, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
bring that up and turn it slightly. Turn the flat edge of the handle towards me. Nope, stand it up just like that.
Hold on. Let me.
See that white stuff behind it? It's usually made, was originally made with, it's called ray skin. It's like skin ray skin. Feels like sandpaper.
Can this? What?
I can hear it knocking around in the sheath.
Here we go.
Let me look. Stop right. Yeah, dude. That's a pretty big blood groove too. It's a pretty dope sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually
Don't touch the blade. Stop touching the blade like
It's
that.
Damascus too.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. It's a nice little sword. I dig it. We should fucking throw down one day.
I'm down.
I'm down, dude. I've been
I'll
wanting to
cut you.
fucking get training, doing sword training so bad. Breaking my knuckles on fucking each other.
Oh yeah. So what I'm looking for is the pins in the handle,
You
right?
want the pins in the handle. Yeah, you gotta see the pins in the handle.
Yeah, I see them. They're in here.
Mhm.
There's one
Yeah.
here. There's one up here.
That's probably a full tang sword, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it seems like pretty.
It's probably a $150, $200 sword.
Yeah, that'd be my
It's
guess.
probably a mass produced, but it's. I
Oh,
bet
for
you
sure. I mean, it says it's made in China. Shinwa.
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 Shinwa. Yeah, that's like a $200. That's like a $260 sword, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm. Those aren't cheap, dude. You get those from Bud K, but they're not cheap piece of shit, dude. That's a
No.
legit fucking Japanese sword.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's folded. You want to hear something crazy? It's talking about like folded steel, and people talk about folded steel and everything.
Well, it's definitely Damascus. Like, it's not fully acid etched, but I can definitely see that it's got a few different kinds of steel in it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, all of those do. That's what the curve comes from. The
What?
curve from those blades and design of katanas come from the quenching process in different
Yeah.
hardened bits of steel. So when it actually quenches, that's what gives it that curve.
Right. And the curve
Because a
makes
certain
it
part of the metal shrinks before the other.
right. And the curve makes it a more effective slicing tool too,
Yes.
because it's able to have a sawing motion at the same
Without-
time as a hacking motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a dual sport.
So don't come and rob my house if you're listening to this, because you get cut in half,
Yeah. You know the best way to hold one of those? If
like
you're in
just
your
like
house?
this.
Yeah.
What? Just
I've
point it
always
straight
thought
out.
about, you put the tip of it
Yeah.
upside down, so the sharp part is here,
Okay.
and you hold it back like this.
Ah.
It's stand in the dark.
So if somebody walks at you, they go right into their eye.
No, as soon as you feel it, as soon as you feel their chest.
Ah.
So
Oh, I would. Oh, that'd be so awful if I had to kill somebody if they came into my house.
I would not want to think. I pray to God
Oh
something
man.
like that never happens. That'd be horrible. That'd be a horrible thing, dude. That's traumatizing for everybody all around, dude.
For real.
I don't even want to think about it.
Nope.
It's a horrible thing to even think about.
Nope.
Yeah. I joked with Nick today I was actually talking to Nick about like the end of the world and everything. I'm like, you don't want to see anything like that happen. Part of you is kind of like, hey, fuck it, why not? Let's do that. You know what I
Like
mean?
how
But I
how
don't know.
how far would I get? How long could I
I'd like
survive?
to think I'm prepared to be able to survive for years, dude. I'd probably make it about fucking 18 hours. You
18
know what I mean?
hours, yeah.
Depends though, dude. What am I doing? Am I staying home? Am I getting in a group of people? What you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
the plan? Where are we gonna be at?
You're definitely getting with at least Jay and Kyle and a couple other guys.
We're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
We're gonna be just fine.
Um, Speaking of killing people, I watched a interesting documentary
Hmm?
on
Oh,
Netflix.
that freaking serial or evil genius. I
Yes.
didn't touch it. I won't
It,
touch it.
did
I
it
don't
just
watch
come out?
it. It came out probably a week. And a
Dude,
half
I just
ago.
saw it up there and I was like, "Bip," putting it on.
Didn't watch it.
Dude, it's wild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember hearing about that when it happened?
Wait a minute. What is? I thought it was a thing about multiple.
No,
multiple
it's
murders.
one. It's a four-part series about one. It's about a bank heist in which these people got a pizza guy to
Got the
deliver.
guy.
Yeah, they had a pizza guy deliver pizzas to a remote, like an unused radio tower, and they
Don't
strapped.
tell me. Don't tell
Well,
me.
this is
Don't tell me.
this is already stuff that's in the record about what
Yeah, but
happened.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna be. I think it might.
Well,
All right.
I'm not gonna give any. There's nothing to give away by what I'm saying, but
You know what? I'm not
It
gonna
w-
stop you because when you said you know what it's about, I said yeah,
yeah, and
but
you
I
don't.
guess I didn't.
I guess you don't. But
I
yeah,
knew
so
that
what
the
they
one
did
thing,
was
I remember the clip about with the guy.
they gave this guy some paperwork that was like a scavenger hunt, but they strapped a bomb around his neck, like ratchet it, like he can't get it off. And it was a scavenger hunt. The first step was to go rob a bank, but then to go on the scavenger hunt to find the keys to unlock the thing and take it off. And the police got in the middle of it after he robbed the bank and stopped him, so he couldn't go continue to get the keys to get the thing off, and the thing fucking blew up and he died. And that's like the stuff that's in public record. Like this was heavily covered in the news at the time, and the documentary is about like there was never any arrest for it. Like nobody ever went to jail for killing that guy. And nobody ever went to jail for the like for setting up for it. And the whole thing is about like
Chills, bro.
the whole thing was about like trying to find out like how involved this guy did this guy, like how involved was he? Like was he just a victim? Like was he involved in it? You know what I mean? Like did something go wrong? Like what was supposed to happen? Who was involved? And it's all about this guy did this huge investigation, talked to the police that did the original investigation. They're all in it and shit, dude. It's crazy. Crazy shit, dude.
It's 4 episodes.
Yep. It's about 4 hours total. It's good. But watch Westworld first and then watch that.
Okay, all right, yeah. Because if I'm gonna sit down and watch something, I think it should be Westworld.
Get caught up
Um,
with Westworld.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a great
well,
it's a great documentary.
Yeah, okay. Evil Genius. I'll have to
I
watch
cranked
this.
it out
Keeps
and
popping up
I
on my
cranked
feed.
it out
keeps saying
yesterday.
It's like a 98% match for me.
Yeah, watch it, dude.
Yeah. All
And
right.
I don't watch any documentaries these days, but I saw that and I was like, damn, I knew just enough about that pizza guy thing to be like, yeah, I want to watch this. At first, I thought it was about that. Did you ever hear about that bomb that guy built that he put in a casino? And I don't know if anybody got arrested for that either, but somebody built a bomb and put it in a casino that couldn't be disarmed. There were so many ways to stop from being disarmed that they were just like, or fuck it, we can't disarm it, and they just let it blow up. It was like this huge, but it was supposed to, yeah, it was supposed to blackmail. It was supposed to it was like an extortion scheme to like get money from the casino, or the bomb will blow up. And they were like, well, I mean, we don't want to give the guy the money, so like I think that ultimately they were like, what's the damage this is going to cost in the casino? Will it cost more to repair it? Or will it cost more to give him the money? So they just evacuated the casino and let the bomb go off because they couldn't do it, dude. There was like water in it. So like if they tried to move it, it would make a contact and blow up. There was like the way it was bolted together, like everything was shaved off, so you couldn't get at it. If you like drilled, there was like multiple layers. So if you tried to drill into it, you would make electrical contact.
How the
And
hell?
blow it up. Like there was all
That's
once it blew up,
fucking dope,
dude, it was
bro.
insane. And there was
Where the
even
fuck-
like
and this isn't a documentary.
I'm sure I watched a documentary about it to learn this stuff. I don't remember. It was probably years ago.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's wild. I don't remember. It was some casino that the bomb was in, and I don't know.
1980 casino bombing.
Dude, insane.
Harvey's Resort Hotel bombing. Harvey's Resort Hotel bombing took place on August 26, 27, 1980, when men planted an elaborate booby-trapped bomb containing 1,000 pounds of dynamite. Harvey's Hotel, Nevada, United States. Mastermind behind the bomb, former millionaire John Burgess, was attempting to extort $3 million from the casino, claiming that he lost 750,000, 2.2 today, gambling there. The FBI went into the spot and believed that the ransom dropped. Wow, holy crap, dude. Whoa, he took down the building, bro?
Did he? I don't even remember. But they couldn't do it. They couldn't disarm it.
Dude, this was a huge fucking bomb.
No, it was well, yeah, it was a big bomb, but also the enclosure that it was in was also very large. And like they couldn't move it, dude. Like it was all kinds of stuff built into there, so they couldn't.
Holy crap! Nevada State Terror Marshal examining the bomb. Oh wow, the whole thing was absolutely wrapped in The entire thing looks like it was wrapped in aluminum.
Yeah, is there like a list of the ways that he foiled people trying to?
John Burgess references for the reading. There really wasn't, dude. California improvised explosive device. Yeah, no, he made it. It's an IED.
It was not improvised. It was carefully planned and built masterfully. If you're looking at the right thing.
According to the FBI experts, the Harvey's bomb remains the most complex improvised explosive device they have ever examined.
That's not a good name for it because nothing about that was improvised. That was clearly very carefully planned and engineered.
An improvised explosion, an IED, is a bomb constructed and deployed in ways other than a conventional military action.
Oh, okay.
That's what is defined as that. It may be constructed of conventional military explosives, such as artillery shells attached to detonating mechanisms. IED are commonly used as well.
Okay, so anything that the military didn't commission and build.
Didn't use, anything that
That's a stupid definition. That doesn't give the guy the credit he deserves calling it that.
No, because that makes him a terrorist. Well, he is a terrorist.
He was a terrorist, yeah. But still, he's
after
still a genius.
The bomb that through X-rays, the technicians decided that along with the warning bombs and making it doesn't really get into it.
Really?
Technicians
You gotta watch a thing then.
Shaped charge, a C4 attempted to disarm. I'm trying to find references. 1,000 pounds of dynamite. I don't really see any New York Times press. I'm not seeing any TV shows or anything like that specifically talking about it. New York Times. Further reading. I don't really see anything specific about the any documentaries or anything like that. Harvey's Resort bombing, though, that's something for me to read up on a little bit more. Yeah, it's wild. That is something else, dude. I never heard of that. All right, so Evil Genius. I'll have to check that out too then. Cool. What else you got?
Hold on a second.
What do you mean? What are you doing? What are you twitching?
No, I'm just looking at. Trying to find the thing that I read about it.
Yeah, weapons, dynamite, improvised explosion device. No deaths, no fatal injuries. It's a shaped charge. Technicians thought that it could be accomplished using shaped charges. Attempted to disarm the bomb failed as technicians did not know that the dynamite had also been placed in the top box containing the detonation circuit. The shaped charge detonated the top box. Explosives, which caused the bomb to be detonated. Bomb destroyed much of the. What are you doing? It doesn't even fit. I know. Yeah. Figures. You will later.
But yeah, so watch videos about that if you can, because it's amazing. They go into all the detail of the ways that.
We just had the dullest part of all of our podcast history just now. Like me and you were just messing around, playing with different crap, and then talking.
It's all right. I'll cut it out.
No, cut it out.
I'll cut it out for the audio. I'm saying.
Why?
Why?
Who cares? We're still talking.
Listen.
This is duller. Duller. The
Anyways,
argument about it.
Anyways, yeah, check the thing out. It's really cool. And watch the other one too, but also watch Westworld first, so we can.
Westworld. I gotta watch Westworld.
Yeah, talk about Westworld theories next week. There's probably only going to be 10 episodes, so this Sunday will be number 5.
It's gonna take a long time to get to that point, don't you think?
For you?
So, no. Well, for me to catch up?
I can hear her coughing or sneezing, by the way.
I'm not, I won't catch up for a while. It'll be a while before I can catch up.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Whatever.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. I got nothing.
Right.
I got nothing else.
You got it. Hey, this was fun. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, always. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, dude. There was 2 people on at one point. I don't know who the other one was.
Cool. We're not playing Fortnite.
We are not
Play
playing
GTA.
Fortnite, and we
We
never
play
will.
GTA.
That's what we do. All right. See you next time, everybody.